Hello friends, welcome back. Today we are going to learn about file globbing. Now what do you mean by file globbing? Sometimes we want to apply a command to several files. For example, you might want to delete all files that start with T. So you cannot write rm and then name of all the files which start with T because there is something like common to all of them. So what we can do, rather than writing all the names, we can use the concept of file globbing. So in file globbing, the main aim is to list out the patterns that match a particular thing. Like in the last example, we wanted to create a pattern for all files that start with T. Similarly, you might want to create a pattern for all files that end with, let us suppose, .txt or that end with an extension .c. So you need to come up with certain patterns. Now, there are certain wildcards that we can use to make these patterns. So the wildcards that we can use are star, question mark, square brackets and curly braces. Now we are going to see how we can use these wildcards with the help of relative examples, because in theory it might not make much sense. So we will shift to the practical aspect. Now the first wildcard was star. So star means it will match any character any number of times. Okay, now what do you mean by this? Now this is my current list. Okay, I have a limited set of files, but you might have n number of files, so it is very difficult to list a particular kind of pattern. For example, now I want to focus only on those files which start with, let us suppose, the name or the character F. So I want to list only those files which start with F. So what I can write, ls, then F, since I want to start the name with F, so F will be the first character. Now I don't care what comes after F. So this means there can be any character here after F and it can be any number of times. So I will use here star. Right, now the output contains all those files, all the entries which can start with the character small f. So F star. Star means match any character any number of times. Another example, let us suppose I write ls star dot c. Now what do you mean by this? Star means what? Any character any number of times. So this means anything can come and then there will be dot c. So in this case it will list all those files which end with dot c. Right, all those files which end with dot c. So star will match any character any number of times. Alright, so one more example with this, ls, let us suppose I write f star c. So this means that the names will start with C, sorry, this means the name will start with F and end with C, and there can be anything in between. So the question will be, it can be that you list all the files that start with F and end with C. There you go, starting with F, ending with C. Now it's not necessary that you use this with ls only, you can use with any other command. You might want to use with rm, you might want to delete such files, or you might want to copy such files. You can use this with any of the commands where it makes some kind of a sense, right? The second character is question mark. Now question mark means any one character. Alright, now how to use this? Let us suppose I want to list the names of those files which start with F and their total length is 2 characters. So I know that after F there can be one more character, but I don't care what is that character. So it can be any one character. So I will write here question mark. So there are two such files which start with F and the total length is 2, F3 and F5. Now another example can be, let us suppose I want to remove all those files which start with F, then there can be any character at the second place, then the third character is L, and then there is anything. So I'm combining here question mark as well as star. So what is this? It is going to remove all the files where the first character is F, the third character is L, right, and second character can be anything, and after the third character there can be any number of characters. Okay, so let us see what it deletes. Now you can see the difference. So the files deleted are F is there, F2X is also there, F3, 5, fine. FALL.txt, that gets deleted. File 1 gets deleted, file 2, okay, all those that match with that criteria are deleted. Alright, now the third is range. So we use square brackets. Now sometimes you do not want exactly one character, any character or any number of characters, but you want to specify exactly the characters. For example, what I mean is you want to match A, B or 3. So this is going to match either A or B or 3. So what I want is I want to list all those files which start with F and the second character is either 2 or O. And then there can be any number of characters. So there are 5 such entries. Where the first character is F, then there is either 2 or O. It is not going to match both 2 and O, but either 2 or O. At second place I am putting up a restriction. Okay, it's not any number of characters, it is not any one character, but it can be only 2 or it can be only O. Now let us suppose another example. I want to list all those files which end with either C or A. So what we'll write? I only want to focus on the last. So this means I don't care what is there until I reach the last character. The last character can be what? Either a C or A. So star and then you will write C in or A in the bracket. So all those files that end with either C or A. Alright. Now another thing is sometimes you might want to give a range. For example, in the similar example as above, what if I want all those files with whose name end with a digit? Now I know that the digits are 0 to 9, so I will not write 0, 1, 2, 3. I will not write like this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 because it takes a lot of time. So what is the better method is to give range. How we give range? By using the hyphen sign. So I will write star 0 to 9. This means all files ending with a digit. Right? Now you might get confused that why this D1 and D2 are coming, because you know that ls is going to give you the list of files as well as directories. So in this criteria there are 2 directories that also match. So it is going to list the contents of those directories also. Alright, don't get confused. It is actually doing what ls is supposed to do. Now let us have another example on the range. So let us suppose now this is the entire list. I want to list all those files which start with F and then there can be any character but a range from, let us suppose, D to M, and then there can be anything. So there are 2 such files, FAD and FIX, which match this criteria. Now let's have another example of this. Before we do that, let me create a new file where the file name is F @ and then let us suppose B. Okay, now this is my entire list. Now I want to list all those files which start with F and the second character is either a alphabet or a digit, but not a special character like @. So I've just created a file F @ B. So I want to list those files which do not have special character at the second place. There you go. It does not list @. Now what if you want to do the opposite? So you want all those files where the second character is neither an alphabet nor a digit. Then what we can do? Then we can use the exclamation mark, which serves the purpose of not. So this means at the second place there will be neither an alphabet nor a digit. There you go. F @ B. But be careful, A to Z that I have written is small a to small z. Okay, so it will not match capitals. For example, let us suppose there is a file F A and then B. If you write this, it will list how many files? 2 files, correct. F @ B and F AB also. So why this output? Because remember, within the bracket I have given the range for lowercase characters or lowercase alphabets only, small a to small z. So if you want this to happen for both, then what we can do, ls f exclamation mark capital A to capital Z, small a to small z, and then 0 to 9 star. Now only the special characters are coming at the second place. So this is how we can use the square bracket. So far we have learned how to use star, question mark and square brackets. Now the last thing is the use of curly braces. Now within the square brackets, whatever you write, it is going to pick only one character at a time. But what if you want to match certain words? For example, now let us suppose that this is my output and I want to list only the files student and trident. So now I know that dent is the common word in this and stu and tri are different. So you might have certain files where some part is common and the rest are different. So what you can write is, you can use ls within the curly braces. Now you can write those parts which are different, so stu and then tri, so you separate them with commas. Now it will pick stu as a single word, tri as a single word, and then whatever is common that you write outside the curly braces. Now it will match student and trident. There you go. So this is all about using the patterns to either look for certain files, or you can remove the files in the same way, you can copy the file in the same way. Okay, it doesn't matter which command you use. If you want to work upon certain set of files or a group of files, you can always use the concept of file globbing. So now let us test our understanding by answering a few questions. Very first is how to delete all files having an extension. Okay, it doesn't matter what extension they have, but they have certain kind of an extension. So what will be your answer? Okay, so the answer, I think you should have got it. The answer will be rm, to want to remove all the files, so star having an extension dot star. Okay, rm star dot star. So now in this case, if you can see, there is only one kind of extension that I have used. So let us first set up the system for that. Always remember, whatever you want to do, your system should have certain files matching that criteria and certain files that do not match that criteria. So in this case, I have only one kind of an extension. To be more clear, I should have files with different kind of extension. So let us create certain files. Extension can be, let us suppose, x.txt, and there can be other that c.sh. So now I have files with three kinds of different extensions. So I'm now going to remove by writing star dot star ls, and now there is no file with an extension. So star means what? Anything in the beginning, then there will be a dot, and then can be anything. We know that all the extensions start with dot, so I have written dot as such, and then anything is star. Second question is, list all the files that end with the digit. So this one is pretty simple. We have already discussed this one in the video also. If you don't get the answer, you can just go back into the video and locate what is the exact answer. The next question is, make a directory for each student for each section of third year. So let us suppose there is a university or a college. So you are supposed to make a directory for each student for each section of third year. Now let us suppose that the sections are K1801, K1802, K1803 and K1804. So there are 4 sections, and each section has 10 students with roll number R1, R2, so on up to R10. Alright, so you need to make a directory for every student in every section. And the last question is, write the command to create 100 files with names F1, F2, so on up to F100. So I'm not discussing the answer for the last 2 questions. Try it on your own, share your answers in the comment section. If still you are not able to get it, just message it in the comments and I will share the answer. So that's all from my side for today. For any further readings, you can go to this link. You will find everything we have discussed here in detail. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and share the videos if you like it. and keep watching, keep sharing. Next tutor. See you next time. Take care.